What's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Was Taken from His Family and Konoha and was experimented on. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie and my own idea. Now before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And I'm thinking that you didn't like quite well, the shorts. So I'm gonna upload a few more to see how you guys, respond to that one, and if it is a good response I might continue it as a regular thing on my channel. Anyways, enough said. Please do leave in your comments and subscribe to my channel. It helps me a lot and yeah, gives me pretty much ideas for the next story. Anyways, enough said. Without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato after the third Great Shinobi War, a few months after it actually. As we see, Minato no Mikaze, the yellow flash of the said village, was returning home to his now wife, as he was happy. As soon as he entered through the door to their apartment, he immediately called out to his wife now, "Kushina, I have a great news for you." As Kushina on the other side had a great news of her own. "So have I, Minato, I also have a great news for you." "Really? You go first," said Minato, excited as well. As Kushina then said out loud, "I'm going to be a mother and you're going to be a father, Minato." As Minato froze, as his expression turned serious. Are you sure?" he said, holding back his excitement and shock. "Yes, Minato. I am sure." As Minato lifted up Kushina in pure joy and happiness that they were going to be a one happy family now. Since Minato was an orphan, he always wanted one, a family of his own. And Kushina turned into an orphan because of war, losing her own village, her people, her parents, and now being all alone, finally finding solace in Minato. As both were happy that they were going to be a family together. As Kushina, after they celebrated, then looked at Minato. "So, what is the thing that made you happy today?" "Oh, nothing much. Nothing made me much more happier than what you have told me. They are planning to make me the Hokage of the village, if you meant to ask." As Kushina was now overjoyed and they had a celebration that night. And soon some months passed as Minato became the official Hokage. In front of the whole village an inauguration was performed as Hiruzen Saruto with the Sandaime Hokage passed on the Mentale and the hat to Minato. As Kushina, now a much more prominently pregnant wife, stood by Minato's side, as she too had pride and tears of happiness in her eyes that her husband has achieved her and his dream, being a Kage of the village, and their village nonetheless. As this was going on, Minato's first council meeting was now happening. As the shinobi side, his comrades, his friends, were on that side, as the clan heads now, and on the other side were the civilian council members who were also happy, and some of them were even friends to Minato. And the elders were present in front. Now joining them was none other than Hiruzen himself, the four elders of the village. "Now, this meeting is in session," said Minato. As Danzo then said, "Congratulations on becoming the Hokage, Minato. But I would like to ask, what is your future goal, according to, your mind and strategy regarding Konoha?" "Danzo, with all due respect," said Hiruzen, "leave the kid alone for the time being. He is new to this. We all will be here to guide him, and he will make the decisions along the way as I had." As everyone nodded, as Danzo then said, "Fine, Hiruzen, as you say." As now the meeting progressed from the civilian matters to shinobi ones. At the end, when everything was settled, Fugaku stood up. "Congratulations, Minato. Before this meeting end, had to say, well, Mikoto told me that Kushina is pregnant. Is that the truth?" "Well, yeah. We're expecting kids." "Kids?" said Tizumi Nizuka. "You mean you're having more than one pup?" "Yes, Tizumi. We're having twins, I guess. Kushina told me at least that much." "Twins, huh? That sounds like a drag, but in a good way. Hope you're ready for that," said Shikaku Nara. "Everything is a drag for you, Shikaku." "Well, it won't be for me. I always wanted a family. And I got that in the form of my friends here, my comrades, and now a loving wife and soon to be joining us, kids. As that is when Danzo voiced a concern. We have seen when a female Jinchuriki is close to giving birth, the seal is nearly broken. Mito-sama was able to, thanks to her specialty in the sealing jutsu, and Fuinjutsu was able to seal away the Biju who almost escaped while giving birth to her children with Hashirama Sensei. What makes you think that, well, same could not happen again, Minato? It would be wise to, well, do it somewhere safer, secluded. As everyone at that moment looked at Danzo, as Hiruzen with a sigh admitted, Danzo is right on that, Minato. That did happen. We were all there, present that day. Outside, waiting, when we sensed the anonymous chakra from within. And once we entered, we found that it was a suffocating chakra filled with rage of Kyubi no Yoko. That could happen again. And for the safety of the village and of your wife and you, we have to move her somewhere safe. Thank you. I will discuss this with her and then we'll get back to you in the next meeting. Go ahead, Minato. You do that. And do let us know what is your plan regarding the, well, Biju, and what are you aiming to do. And please make it a foolproof plan, because if one fails, you must have a backup. Hi. I will, said Minato. As now the meeting adjourned, the new Kage returned back home with a deep expression. As Kushina on the other side had prepared everything that Minato and, well, she loved, more like ramen, that she adored. As both of them were seated, Kushina finally asked, "What's eating you up, Minato? It's your first day, are you already tired?" "No, it's not that. It's about the kids. Well, I was in the office and, a meeting happened. Well, it is obvious that the first meeting happens when you become a Kage." "No, Kushina. Everything was going great, but in the end, Danzo told me something." Danzo Shimura? Why are you listening to that old coot? Listen, Kushina. You and Hiruzen-sama agreed to that. And that means a lot. Because he and Danzo never agreed. Wait, so Gigi agreed, huh? What is going on? What did he agree upon? Well, it is said that when Mito-sama gave birth, while being the Jinchuriki, the Kyubi almost broke free. And same could happen again, Kushina. Yeah, Mito-sama did warn me that female Jinchuriki seal is almost close to breaking when giving birth or after birth because of the weakness. This is not good, Kushina. We have to do some countermeasures. They are asking us to do it somewhere safe for the sake of village and of you and us. And we should make backup plans. Like in case if a Biju does break free, then what are we to do? You cannot be able to become the Jinchuriki again, Kushina. Meaning we have no other choice but to, no, that won't happen. But you are right. Even if I hate it, we have to come up with a backup plan to appease the whole village. Otherwise, things might not go smoothly as we wish them to go. Yes, that is what I fear, Kushina. That is what I fear as well. As this was going on, we go towards a hidden base deep within the underground tunnels of Konoha, the base of Root Anbus, a shinobi sector that is completely under control of Danzo Shimura, where Danzo, Koharu, and Homura, the three elders, were seated. "I can't believe Hiruzen agreed to you for once," said Homura. "Well, he had to, because what I said was the truth. I still can feel and sense that chakra," said Koharu as she had goosebumps. "I still get goosebumps whenever I try to remember it." "Then don't. What are you playing at, Danzo? I know there is an endgame behind all of this. You making Hiruzen see that you are agreeing with him. There always has been a ploy in your plans. What is it?" said Homura. "In due time you will know. But as of now, our main goal is for them to have two Jinchurikis in the village." As both of their eyes widened. "So you mean that?" "Yes. We need to make sure that Kushina is no longer a Jinchuriki and Minato and Kushina's children are the ones for this to happen." But how? I'm gonna suggest this. The Biju to be split in two. And after that, during all that chaos when it is going to be happening, I'm gonna try my best to kidnap a kid. Wait, so you want? Yes. Rojan would also needs a personal Jinchuriki of their own. And what a better way to have one out there while also you possess one in the form of the Kyubi no Yoko's chakra. As the two other elders were quite surprised and shocked. You think this would work? This has to. Mito-sama really did said that there was always a way for her to split the chakra of the Biju and the soul, or maybe chakra and soul in two parts. It is up to Minato to decide what he does. And what we have to do is wait and trust the process. As that is what they did. As the date grew near, Kushina and Minato's anxiety levels were off the charts, and soon they decided, according to plan of Danzo, that they were going to go out on the outer skirts in a safer location. As there, Kushina's birthing process began. Soon after, only a few hours later, two children were born, a boy and a girl. The girl was the oldest one, while the boy was the youngest. Named Mito and Naruto, we see that everything was going great until a masked person attacked. As he appeared there, kidnapping one of the kids. It was Mito, the oldest. Well, what do we have here? Minato Namikaze, thinking that after destroying so many families, leaving so many orphans, both of you can now finally achieve a happy family moment. What do you want? Who sent you here? Kumo? Iwa? Kiri? Which one of them? Said Minato, as he was in a defensive position and almost ready to lunge at the man. If I were you, I wouldn't do that. As he showed something that sickened them to their core as they were now gripped with fears. The cloth that wrapped around Mito was now laced with none other than explosive seals that could explode her to bits. As Minato then said, "You sick bastard!" I am sick. You are the one who is sick in the head, Minato Namikaze. You are the one, not me. What do you want? Said Kushina. Simple. I want the Kyubi no Yoko. Since you are at your weakest, hand over the Biju to me, and I will leave peacefully. I promise. How can we be sure we can trust you? Said Kushina. I am giving you my word. Here you go, Minato. But the seals are still there, and I am holding the hand seal. And he said, move and I will drop it, and your kid explodes into bits. No, you don't. I know I won't, but don't make me. Come over here, Kushina, so we can leave. And after we leave, that is only when the seals will stop. As Minato on the other side, as soon as Kushina left, began to work on the seals to find out that Mito's back also had a seal as he removed that, and that is when hissing sound began. That bastard! As grabbing Naruto and now Mito, as he disregarded the cloth and wrapped both Naruto and Mito in a single cloth of Naruto, he arrived safely outside of the cave. As he arrived to a safe house, leaving his clone there with the kids, he ventured outside, looking for both Kushina and the masked person. But as soon as he was searching, he only found the masked person. You're too late, Minato. As he arrived at the Hokage monument to look at the vantage point, that is when he heard this voice from behind him. As Minato turned behind in horror to find the masked person there. Where is Kushina? What makes you think that I would be here with her? She's somewhere safe, I can tell you that much. The extraction, it went according to plan. You monster! Said Minato as he was about to attack, but stopped as he heard a huge roar from behind him and felt huge amount of killer intent and evil omnimus chakra. As he turned behind to see that Kyubi no Yoko begin to materialize on the outer skirts of Konoha. What have you done? What does it look like? I have freed the Kyubi no Yoko and turned it under my control. And I have given it an order already, Minato. And that order being destroy Konoha Gakure no Sato. Turn it into ashes. As Minato with pure rage charged towards the masked person, and a battle commenced. But too much to Minato's shock, each and every bit of his attack phased through the man, as if he was like a ghost. But that is when Minato, using his brain, was able to use the Harishin and the Rasengan to attack him. And that attack was brutal enough to leave him quite injured and bleeding. As the masked person stood there. Expected this from you, Kage. But what are you gonna do now, Minato? Look behind you. As Minato, in sheer horror, looked behind, the QB was thrashing and destroying everywhere. As he looked in front again, you will pay for this. No, Minato. No, I won't. Because now you have two choices. Pursue me, because I'm vulnerable. What can I do, right? Or go and save your village. And knowing you, I know which you're going to pick. As the man laughed, as Minato cursing his choices, he had to go. As he arrived on the outer skirt, as there he saw that Hiruzen Sarutobi, the previous Hokage, and now an elder, has taken the charge as Anbus were trying their best. But with a single thrash of its Kyuubi's hands, the elite of the elite Anbus are even thrown like rag dolls. As that is when Hiruzen in front of Hiruzen, Minato summoned a huge toad, Gamabunta. Chief, I want your help. We need to take that down. That thing that you need to take down, kid, is the Kyuubi no Yoko. Ah, shit. Is there no other choice? No. The situation is dire, Chief. Fine. I guess I'll buy you enough time. Do what you can. As the toad attacked, unsheathing its katana to Kyuubi. As Kyuubi, with a headbutt, was now freed, but now with more rage, attacked the giant toad as the battle commenced between them, while the shinobis tried their best to aid the toad. As Minato disappeared in front of Hiruzen, as he arrived back at the safe house, I have no other choice. I'm sorry, Kushina, it has come to this. As he arrived back, as an altar was prepared, as Hiruzen arrived. What the hell are you doing, Minato? Why would you bring your kids here? There's no other choice. Kushina is nowhere to be found. We have to search for her after this. Or maybe... No, she will be okay. Is there really no other choice? I'm sorry. There isn't. As Hiruzen then began to witness that Minato began to draw the kanjis of Hansil and Matrix of Winjutsu on the belly of both of his kids, and after doing that, both of them heard limping sound of Kushina as she yelled out, "Don't! Stop! Don't use the Hakai Fuyin Matrix! Kushina, how did you..." "I knew, Minato. I saw your plans. You were looking at the Hakai Fuyin. It will take your soul and be a sacrifice to Shinigami, consumed by it. I have no other choice, Kushina." "Yes, you have. The same seal that Mitasama used on me. It can help." As Kushina helped out, as she swallowed some of the chakra pills and blood pills, regaining her strength for the time being, she was able to direct Minato as a new formation of seals was drawn on both. As using that seal, Minato was able to witness the golden chains emerge, dragging the Kyuubi and ripping it into two parts, as both of them were sealed within Mito and Naruto. The soul of the Biju went to Naruto while the chakra went to Mito. As Kushina grabbed both of her children and smiled, "They're both safe. They're both..." "Kushina, no! Maddox! We need Maddox here!" As Kushina, after passing out, woke up to a scene of a white ceiling, and her children next to her, and her husband standing there at the door. "What happened? You passed out, Kushina, a few hours ago. I'm surprised that you're able to wake up now. The doctor said it might take you a week or so, but I was worried, you know." "What happened to the Biju? Did we..." "Yes, Kushina. We were able to stop it, thanks to your help. And the masked person, he got away. I'm sorry, Kushina, but he did. We'll get him. We have to." As this was going on, we see Hiruzen arrived there. "How are you feeling, Kushina?" "I'm feeling dizzy and almost sleepy, but I'm okay, Gigi. And I'm happy, I guess." "Yes, but now is not the time to be. A huge funeral is prepared, Minato. Many have perished. and we have to pay respect as the elders and you as the Kage. Yes. Can you take care of yourself, Kushina, for the time being? Of course, I'm strong, Minato. As Minato, after attending the funeral and paying his respect, arrived back. I'm back. So, what happened, Kushina? I used the seal as you said. Naruto is the Jinchuriki of the chakra. I checked. He is the Jinchuriki of the soul, while Mito possesses the chakra. Is it even safe to keep them close? It is. The seal works as a barrier. The soul can't do anything, and neither can chakra. They have been separated into two entities. As this was going on, a man appeared from behind them. It was Jiraiya. Congratulations, kid, on your recent victory over the Biju. And congratulations to both of you for giving birth to my godchildren. As Jiraiya said with a smile, Sensei, yeah, I heard the news and came back as soon as I could. And unfortunately, I was late because it got held up. Some of the Venus flytrap-like beings, half white, half black, I don't know, with green hair, attacked me. They surrounded me out of nowhere. I had to fight them the whole time. Sensei, could you think that he might be connected to the masked person that attacked us? I don't know, Minato, but I will get to it. I've already alerted my spy network, and they're on the search. You don't have to worry about anything. Thank you, Sensei. So, have we decided on the names? Yes, the oldest is Mito, the Jinchuriki of the chakra, and the youngest is Naruto, and he's the Jinchuriki of the soul. Oh, I see. Well, I am here because I'm here to congratulate, but let me guess, there's something more? Yes, I always knew you had a knack to finding out, kids. Well, the thing is that, the toads have given me a prophecy. A new one. What? The prophecy has, yes, changed. The prophecy states that child born from both of you will undergo deep transformation, and he alone will fight the world for its change. A heavy fate for a child, and I don't know which one of the child it might be, but my guess is that we should train both of them. Really? You think that? Yes, but train them separately. One should be allowed to train with me and Minato, while the other one should be allowed to train with Kushina for the time being. And after a few years, when they're able to control their powers and chakra and the power within, that is when we should allow them to meet to see how things go. And if things go south, then we, separate them again with each parent and then try that again after a few years of training. As both of the parents were okay with that, knowing that there are risks to the seal since the Biju and has been separated in the form of soul and chakra that can interact one another. Sensei, you're a genius. This is a solution that we never thought of. Yeah, I know, kid. So I was wondering, you, me, and one of the kids can go to Mount Miyaboku, while one can remain here with Kushina. But what about the Hokage position? Said Hiruzen as he arrived at the door and heard everything. Oh, Sensei. Jiraiya? I heard everything. I'm sorry. I was going to arrive, but then I heard Jiraiya's voice and something about prophecy and all that. Now, to be honest, if it wasn't from the toads, I wouldn't have believed Jiraiya, but I do believe it now. And knowing that it is going to be affecting the whole world, we need to make sure that both of them are trained properly as well. And to be honest, I am, not sure of separating them. As Jiraiya then said, it is for the safest of reasons. It is for the children's safety that I'm suggesting this. And plus, each parent will be here for the lookout. Meet Kushina for one of them, and the other one can be for, responsibility of Minato and I. Alright, but what about the village? Village needs its Kage and at its weakest as it is now. I will talk to the council, and I think that you should re-establish your position as the Hokage for the time being until I arrive back. I guess you're right. Let's have a talk with the council and see what they decide. As now we go towards the council chamber where we see a council meeting was now held. As Minato then said, this meeting is in session. As Danzo then said, what is this about? When I say this, I asked about everything. Everyone's question and opinion here. Well, the thing is that I have decided to step down for the time being and let Hiruzen-sama retake the mentality again. What? Why? As Jiraiya, now arriving there with his dynamic entry, then explained. Well, that is because a prophecy has been given to us by the Toads, a child undergoing a transformation of a century. A powerful one will fight the whole world for a better change. That is a heavy prophecy, Jiraiya, and much more different from what you previously told us, said Danzo, as everyone looked concerned. Well, yes, the prophecy did change, and it was my duty to arrive back yesterday, but I was stopped and attacked by unknown beings or humans. I don't know what they were, a mixture of both. But after some time of stalling me, from what I can guess, they retreated back. And I think that was when the masked person was attacking the village. As Danzo then said, you could be right. So, what are we gonna do? What does this have to do with Minato stepping down? Well, they have twins, right? My suggestion is that one should, remain here with Kushina so that she can train him, while Sensei watches over the village. As Minato and I will take one child to the Mount Miyaboku where the other can train, and sometime later we allow them to meet to see if the Biju and the soul, the soul and the chakra doesn't attract or harm the twins. And if it does, we do the same thing, but in this time opposite way. I mean, the child that went with us will now remain with Kushina, while the child with Kushina will go with us back to Mount Miyaboku for the training. In this way, both of the kids will be able to train equally and be able to master the powers that they hold. And if the prophecy is to be fulfilled through them, it will be in good ways, and it will ensure that Konoha and its allies don't have to fight him and only listen to his words for the change or his opinions. This is quite idiotic, Jiraiya, said Danzo. Placing the fate of not only our own home and village, but of many in the hands of our children is a stupid idea. Yes, I know. But him fighting alone for a change against us all, or her, do you think that it is right? Do you think that in that, not many will be harmed? No, Jiraiya. I think many will be. But I am telling you that this is a stupid idea. As after some time, Jiraiya tried to convince them, and that is when Danzo, after a thoughtful look, then said, Fine, Jiraiya, if you're so persistent. I, from the elder side, I believe, agree to this. As everyone was shocked, as the civilians, seeing that the elders have also agreed. The shinobis, well, they hesitantly agreed. But something at that moment happened. Kushina bursted in, with Mito in her arms. Minato, someone took Naruto while I was away. I had to go and clean Mito because she, as after calming down Kushina, she explained everything that, well, Mito had an accident as she needed a diaper change. So Kushina went and left Naruto behind. And that is when she heard a thud to see that Kakashi has fallen down, knocked out unconscious and bleeding out. As she called medics, she saw that the window was open and Naruto was nowhere to be seen. Someone has kidnapped him. No. We have to lock down the village to find him. As Danzo ordered the ambush to find him everywhere. As the village was under lockdown for the whole day, as Kushina was crying, and Minato was trying not to so that he could be a pillar of support for his wife. As they searched high and low across the whole village, but in the end nothing was found. As heartbroken, they sent out the forces, and soon the month passed like this. But nowhere, no sign of Naruto was found. Where has he gone? How can this be happening? You now at the most time, Minato, need to take some time off from this job. You need to step down. Let Hiruzen take over for the time being and rest and rethink your strategy now. Naruto is an infant kid. We we don't have much hope for his survival, but we are trying our best to find him. As Minato, with a heavy sigh and heart, nodded, knowing that he still had a family and he would do anything to not lose it, while also not giving up on searching. He was at home with Kushina as she clutched Mito close and cried. As Jiraiya was also in deep thought, now waiting for any news or message that he could get from his spy network about Naruto. But none came so far. Damn it! That happened right under our noses. One of us should have remained behind. Fuck. I should have been the one behind, Minato. I thought that I should have stayed. I don't know why, but a hunch told me, but I didn't. Because I need to be there for those old coots to realize that what we're trying to do is for their own good. It's alright, Sensei. We tried, at least. So what now? What are we gonna do? We focus on Mito. What? We focus on Mito while also traveling. Monmi and Boku out there. We search Naruto for our own. Because the Anbus, Shinobis, they will not search. We can go above and beyond the land of fire. But heart stays Naruto is still alive out there. We have to find it. And find him and bring him back. While this was going on, we go towards the deep tunnels beneath Konoha, in which the Anbu base of the root Shinobis were situated. As Hiruzen was there with a smirk. And so was Homura and Karu. So you found the child. Yes, unfortunately he is the soul of the Biju. I see, so we got the wrong kid? No, this is quite good actually. I have just a person who can turn him into a powerful being. One that will only listen to us. You know, if Minato and Kushina find out about this, or any of the villagers, they will have our heads. And that is why they won't. Not unless you two reveal them. Why would we do that? We also want the same thing as you do. Betterment of Konoha. And no other person better than you is suitable for that. We all know that. I know. But who is this person? As from the shadows walked out a man that shocked them to the core. My oh my. Always keeping the secrets from your own close associates, Danzo, said Orochimaru, the rogue Sanin of the village, the snake sage. Orochimaru, what are you doing here? Said Homura, shocked. Well, I am here, Homura, because Danzo called me here. I am here for my new test subject, Naruto. So you say that he is the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi soul, right? Yes. Can you make anything out of him? Anything. You'll be surprised. I, let's just say, have acquired myself some news. And if I'm able to achieve it, I might be able to conduct an experiment that has never been done. Combining a human with Biju, fusing them together. Creating the ultimate weapon. As everyone was shocked, even Danzo was. A fusion between human and Biju? Yes. So you want me to acquire a Biju? Yes. That is not as easy as it seems. No, Danzo. On the contrary, it is quite simple. You see, Kiri has just emerged from the, bloodline purge, and their previous Jinchuriki, the Kage, Yagura, has lost and fallen, and the Biju has reconstructed itself within the year time span, and is now residing within Kirigakure, safe and sound. And I need you to bring that Biju to me. It is not as simple as you think, I know. But think about the powerful being that I will be able to create. The soul of 9 tails and the 3 tails combined together. Fused together with the kid. A Biju of its own right. The strongest ace up your sleeve. It is a risk worth taking, I guess. As Homura and Koharu nodded as well. Fine. You shall be delivered with the Biju. Expected arriving soon. Then I shall take the kid. Yes, but do it under discreetness, because I know my colleague Jiraiya and his students are active and actively searching for the child. Don't think I am a stupid idiot. I know what I'm doing. As Orochimaru left, we see that Homura and Koharu turn towards Danzo. What if he tries to double cross us? I have a bad feeling about this. We make sure that he doesn't. And once Naruto is ready and headed over to us, his usefulness is no longer needed. The first order is to eliminate him actually, his own creator. Ah, I see. Great idea, Danzo. Of course, Homura. Of course. So, what now? What now is we wait and see what Minato has decided. As the next morning arrived, we see that the council chambers was filled again as Minato Kushina stood there. As Hiruzen was the one sitting on the Hokage position, as shocked was the expression on everyone. Me and Kushina decided for the time being we need somewhere to be safe. And while trading Mito, we'll also find Naruto on our own. Since we are no longer affiliated for the time being with Konoha, we'll be able to enter the other village's territory and search more. I hope it is okay with you all. Yes, and we do hope that you find your son, said Danzo. As after that, the Namikaze Uzumaki family departed as Hiruzen became the previous reinstated Hokage again in the history of Konoha. As now we see Orochimaru back at his base as he was now patiently waiting for the ultimate weapon for his own use to be created. The last ingredient, the three-tails Biju, Isubu, the sea turtle. As he was waiting patiently, he was hatching plans for Naruto. You, my little boy, are going to be either a perfect weapon or my perfect vessel. Only time will tell. As only a few weeks later after that, we see that now Orochimaru was delivered with the Biju by the Root Anbu shinobi operatives, as they infiltrated Kiri and stole the Biju without them even noticing. As now the Kiri has alerted the other 5 nations in a Kage summit, a Kage meeting that was called in urgency that their Biju has been stolen, as the other villages deny that. But Kiri has its suspicions, but not on Konoha and not on the other villages, on a being that was a rogue one, Orochimaru, that was an ex-Konoha shinobi. As Hiruzen then said, I know what you're trying to say, Meiturumi, but believe me when I say this, we have no affiliation with him. I'm not trying to blame you. What I'm trying to say is that I have doubts on Orochimaru. True, he could be the one behind this, since he is obsessed with power and immortality. We are not too sure, but what I'm trying to tell you is that we as Konoha are not behind this. Is that clear? Yes, it is clear. And Kiri, since is no position to fight a war, we will like to withdraw this, but we request you with urgency, if you find out anything about our Biju, please do inform us, and we will become the allies and support that village when the need arises. Alright then, said A, as the other Kages also agreed, and the meeting came to an end. While this was going on, we see that in Orochimaru's hidden lab, an experiment was being conducted, as samples of chakra were now in the form of blood, a synthesized blood made by Orochimaru from the chakra of Isubu was being injected into Naruto's young body so that he could get adapted to it. As time began to pass by after that, as now we have a time skip of 12 years, as deep within the Uzashio for the time being, where Mito and her parents stopped so that they could train and regather their thoughts and, well, all the clues they have gathered so far. As Hiruzen and Minato and Kushina were there seated, as Jiraiya and Hiruzen were in contact since they were exchanging letters. Any news, Sensei? No. Sensei has been searching out and so far no clue of Naruto, but a new village has risen up and it's under Orochimaru's control. And he might have a guess where, well, Naruto might be, since he has someone who looks and resembles, well, both of you, I guess, with 3 whisker marks on each side of his cheek. But he's different. What do you mean he's different? He could be Naruto, said Kushina, as Mito, hearing this, stopped as well. Her little brother? He's still out there, the one they have been searching for past 12 years. If he's out there, she has to get him back for her parents. As Draden said, we're not sure, and plus the kid is unstable. He's what many consider a monster. What? What do you mean? Turns out he's created by Orochimaru with the fusion of a Biju, and people are pointing at the 3 tails that has been stolen by him, and it has been fused by, well, Orochimaru with a kid who we have speculations might be or might not be Naruto. We have to go and see for ourselves. We have to find out. If this is our final clue, we have to go, Sensei, please. Yes, kid, we are going to. I just informed Sensei that we'll be heading there, to that base. But as soon as they arrived, Orochimaru was cunning enough that he escaped, as so did Naruto. As now we see Naruto seated inside a cage, as in the new base, everything was going accordingly, as Orochimaru wanted, but Naruto was sitting there. He has abandoned Naruto since he regarded him as a failed subject. He who consumed all the Biju and fused himself with it was a failure, since he could no longer be a vessel to him, nothing more than a monster. As Naruto there was seated, as he could still remember vividly the pain that he had endured until at the age of 8, when he was about to give up, when Isubu called out, his only true friend throughout this pain, who also felt what it felt like to be ripped apart. As before he diffused completely, he said, Naruto, this man will cause us a huge amount of pain. Pain that I can endure, but you can't. Listen, I am going to give up myself and turn you into the new Isubu and human hybrid. Isubu, you don't have to. I have no other choice, Naruto. It is for your own sake. I can't see you like this, my friend. As Isubu willingly gave up his whole chakra, his immortality, and his regenerations to Naruto, as well as 2 of the abilities, his pearl release as well as his Bijudama ability alongside his shell armor ability. As Naruto could not be penetrated any longer since he could activate the shell armor on his own body, and even the 3 tails could grow back in the form of an armored form that he could use offensively and defensively as well whenever he wanted. The armor was impenetrable with any attack, and Naruto was pretty much immune to anything. So now he was an invincible failed experiment. So why was Naruto there? Naruto was there because he was finally able to get in touch with Kyuubi no Yoko, or soul that has woken up after all the disaster has been caused. Since his soul was now dormant because of the seal has been altered since he became a fused version of Isubu as well as a human. As the first meeting between them was a few months ago, when Kyuubi woke up and was surprised to find his calm and peaceful brother's aura and chakra around the kid. What have you done? Why do you possess the chakra and aura of my brother, Isubu? You know Isubu? He was a Biju, and he is my brother. What have you done? As Naruto explained everything what has happened, as finding out that Orochimaru was behind this, Kyuubi gritted his teeth. Your name is Kurama, right? How do you? Oh, he used that, huh? Isubu, you idiot. Can I meet him again? Yes, but it will take him a decade or more even to reincarnate. Damn it, you idiot. He will be weaker than before because he has given his prime powers to you, the one that was given to him by father, and used the rest to reincarnate himself. It will take decade for him to reincarnate. but he will be here. That is good then. I won't be alone then. What do you mean alone, kid? I'm a monster, an orphan, wanted by nobody. Orochimaru-sama has taken me in, given me a home. Orochimaru-sama? Kid, you have a family. Wait, let me see through your memories. As seeing throughout the memories, all he could find out was Naruto being raised here. As Kyuubi's eyes narrowed, someone must have done this. I knowing Kushina and Minato, they wouldn't have. Someone must have. As Kyuubi's soul trying to reconnect with its chakra, trying to locate it down, was able to. Kid, I know how this may sound, but you need to get out. You need to go to this location. Follow my lead, and your true family will be there waiting for you. As Naruto's eyes widened, really? Do I really have a family? Yes, kid, you do have a family. But before Naruto could leave, he stopped. No, I can't go. What? Why? Have you not suffered enough? Someone has deliberately done this to you. I know, but my friends, they are here. They are also suffering. Suffering? Who? Karen-chan and Jugo and Suigetsu. They are suffering here. I have to help them. As Naruto breaking through with the sealed gates with the help of his shell armor, yelled, I have to help them. As he, trying to sense them, arrived at the center hall where he saw Orochimaru literally ripping out their hearts and internal organs. As on the table, operating table, the three of them laid dead. No, you killed them. Why did you escape? Experiment 109. My name is Naruto, said Naruto with a silent voice, as his eyes were covered with darkness. You are experiment, and a failed one at that. Return to your cell. Be grateful that I allow you to live. My name is Naruto. As he yelled this out aloud, as his armor activating with three tails, he used the explosive pearl release jutsu to release huge amount of pearls that were destructive, destroying the whole base. As he grabbed Orochimaru by the neck, as something happened. Naruto's chakra began to combine with the Kyuubi soul, as Kyuubi was able to generate and recreate its own chakra that was now flowing through within the body of newly modified hybrid Biju/human Naruto, as his armor was now glowing with orange chakra. Each punch was felt with such intensity that Orochimaru was left baffled, as then he was in the end pierced straight throughout the heart, head, as well as ripped apart by Naruto's tail, as he stood there in the mass destruction of the Otogakure village within the rice country. Must suffer. People like him must suffer, so my friends, those who are like my friends and me, won't have to. So you're not going back to your family? Not now. And plus I don't think they want a monster as a son, said Naruto. Fine, kid. What is it, Kurama? What is fine? Nothing is fine at all. I know. What I meant was I will help you out. And we will go through our traveling and seeing those who in need, we will help them out. And in the end, doing so, we will be able to save those who are like you. And after you're satisfied, we'll return back to your village, your home, where your family resides. As this was going on here, we go back to the Uzumaki Namikaze family, who has arrived back, as they, with the team that has been sent to find the Orochimaru's base, found out empty-handed. Damn it! He escaped! Something tells me something is not right, Minato. How come he knew we were coming? Someone is here, a mole, who is telling them all this. We have to find out. But during that, we have to focus on Mito's training as well. Mito, you're going to be becoming a Genin next year, so you should head out to the academy. But no, Mito. Do what your father says, said Kushina. as the parents were serious. And Mita, knowing that their parents were serious right now, had no other choice. She had to find her brother and bring him back fast. If he was under Orochimaru's control, she knew that he might suffer because of what her parents have told her. He's a maniac in human skin who enjoys torturing others. As a Kage meeting was called, as everyone was gathered there, as Minato said, the meeting was a bust, and we found nothing. He has escaped. Well, I apologize for that, Minato, but what is aside from that here? Nothing. Well, I just wanted to let you guys know. Now you can all retire to your daily duties. As everyone left, Hiruzen stood there. You think it's him? Yes, has to be. The way he's calm like it's everyday news, it has to be him. He was acting weird before we left. We need to keep an eye on him. Kakashi? I'll follow him. As after that we see Kakashi arrived in the root base after finding through the tunnels where the elders are seated. What? You mean to say that Orochimaru lost our weapon? And he was able to barely survive? Damn it. Naruto has turned into a monster and is now roaming around everywhere. We need to bring him in. And how? We need to think fast, Danzo. Our ultimate weapon is out there. We need to do something about that. We will. Just give me enough time to think about something and come up with a plan. We will bring him down. Either he will listen to us, amend to our will, or die. There is no other choice. As hearing enough, Kakashi retreated back and revealed everything that he has heard to Minato, Kushina, and Jiraiya. And Hiruzen, that damn bastard. We have enough news and as well as enough information of where Naruto is. And now we know who is behind all of this. You think this will be more than enough to bring them down, but you're sadly mistaken, Minato. They won't be able to brought down to their knees like this. If anything, they'll just deny everything and they'll be able to walk free. They're the elders of the village. Then I'll make sure they don't. As Kushina, with all her rage burning within, unleashed huge amount of bloodshed in the Konoha. As Konoha watched as whole root base was annihilated by her alone. As she, while being a little bit wounded by them, was able to demolish the whole root squadron. And later on, deliver death blows and execute them live in front of everyone. As with the execution of the elders, now there was only one thing left to do, and that was to bring back Naruto. As Naruto on the other side was traveling from village to village helping out those who were in need, as he was now familiarizing with the outer world, he realized they were corrupt, if not much as Orochimaru. They were like him, and they all needed to be wiped out. That was the initial thought of Naruto. Kurama, said Naruto as he has lit a fire and was sleeping under the moonlight, or trying to. What is it, kid? Do you think that most of the humans need to be wiped out? To be honest, they have gone greedy and corrupt, Naruto. What you have witnessed is only a fraction of what is out there. All of them are burdened with corruptness and greediness, even if they don't want to. How can I get rid of this? Fighting? That is not an option, Naruto. You're a single being. You can't fight them all. I have to try. Try for others' sake, so that they don't have to suffer what we went through. Wait, you're serious? Are you really sure you want this, kid? There is really no going back after this, after all. I have to do this. If I won't, then who will? Someone has to do this. I respect your admiration, kid. Fine. As 3 years passed, as now we see Naruto was in Amegakure, fighting Akatsuki head to head, as he has just literally ripped apart Hidan, killing him, as he was moving swiftly taking down one after another members as Akatsuki has been ambushed. As Naruto, using his shell armor, was able to protect himself through dense attacks, even the Rinnegan was nothing to it, as Naruto in the end was able to stomp on the head of the real Uzumaki Nagato and kill him while ripping apart the others, as even Zetsu wasn't able to escape. All of the Akatsuki has fallen victim to his hands, one after the other. As now we see Naruto standing there. It has been done. They all have been wiped out. I know, kid. I know they have been. But Amegakure is the only one that has been perished. Many villages still remain. I know. While this was going on, Naruto was oblivious to what he has caused. A great turmoil in the power of the whole elemental nations, and the dynamics have been changed. And now, a war was on the rise. A fourth great elemental nation war. And it was against Naruto himself, as all the other nations were joining together. And Konoha, well, the council was forcing to join in as well, because Naruto was stopping at nothing and literally ripping apart the very fabrics of the reality and the shinobi nations, a new one, destroying them completely, their roots, everything that they have worked so hard to achieve and build. As Minato was trying his best to stop the madness from spreading while trying to get in touch with Naruto, but so far nothing. On the other hand, their daughter and Naruto's sister was also out there on the battlefield. As now we see, after a massacre in Amegakure, Naruto was halted and surrounded by Konoha shinobis. People from Konoha. One of them is your sister, Mito. Who is Mito amongst you? Said Naruto as he looked frantically everywhere. As a redhead stood in front, I am, brother. As Naruto shedded his armor, as he moved towards his sister, You're my sister. As seeing Naruto so innocent and vulnerable, as he hugged his sister while shaking and trembling and in tears, brought tears to Mito as well as she hugged him back. This wasn't the monster that everyone talked about. This was just a lost soul in great turmoil, who was not sure what to do. As after hugging closely his sister, he then asked, Why did you arrive here? We're here to bring you back, Naruto. Kachan and Tochan have missed you enough, and you have caused us enough trouble, silly. I'm sorry about that. But I heard that there is a war on rise. I have to stop it. As Sasuke then said, it is because of you, Naruto Uzumaki, that the war is happening. What? What do you mean? It is me. Your appearance, your destruction that you have caused. Even now, it is all has caused enough turmoil, ripping apart the very fabric of our reality. And they all blame you for the change. They blame me, but I'm doing this for the good. You think that for yourself, they don't. Because they're corrupted and greedy then. They need to be taken out, so that no one else has to suffer what I went through, or my friends went through. Listen, Naruto, said Kakashi as he was amongst them as well. No one has to go through anything. We'll make sure of that once the peace prevails. But you have to surrender to Konoha, and Konoha will protect you, we promise. I would, but if they don't listen, they wage war on you, then what? My sister, my parents, they would be the ones who will be getting hurt. I'm leaving. I can go back with you. So please stop following me. Naruto, wait! As Naruto instantly disappeared at blinding speed, as he, after that, was tracked for months but not found near that area. And the whole elemental nation was shocked that Naruto has vanished from the face of the earth itself, it seemed. As after destroying Takigakure and many of the minor villages who were corrupt, and Snow Country as well, and Amegakure as well, and many of the major villages corrupt officials attacked and killed as well, he just disappeared off the face of the earth? After causing such turmoil, Kage Summit after Kage Summit was happening, and meetings were being held, and so far nothing conclusion was reached. Even Konoha allowed them to search through their village to find him, but now so far nothing. As Kushina and Minato even found out through Mito that Naruto cared for them and he did this for them, they were moved, but they were sad that their son had to do this. And in Konoha, it was realized that Naruto was just a lost soul who was scared of losing after finding out that he had a family. And he had a fear of rejection from them. As now we see Naruto living all by himself in top mountains, in so harsh conditions that it could kill a normal shinobi or kunoichi even. But Naruto, no. He was a hybrid, a monster that the world has not accepted yet and could not digest his existence. So, he would remain here, hiding, knowing enough happily that his family is out there and they love him and not hate him. And he was happy that he was able to meet his sister, his twin. As he heard a voice from within, "Are you sure you're content on that, kid? I mean, you stopped the war and stopped the Akatsuki and many others, but are you sure this is more than enough? I hope they change." Change they will. Out of fear or out of, well, not repeating the same mistakes. They will change, kid, because you left such an impression and mark on them. But what I do truly fear is that, well, about your health. What do you think? You might have a chance at your family. Really? You think so? Yes, Naruto. You do. I will help you through this. How? Focus and let me get in touch with my chakra. As Kyuubi's soul was able to get in touch with chakra as he peered inside Mito's seal. As Mito, seeing the Kyuubi's soul standing there, was shocked. Kyuubi. Wait. Meaning Naruto, he's not here. I'm here alone. I'm here to give you the kid's directions and lead you to him. Because he blames that if he comes out, then the war might happen and you all will suffer in the end. He doesn't want that to happen. And he's just happy and content with living that he has a loving family. But we're not. I want my brother with me. My parents want their son. We want him here with us. That can't be arranged, but what can be is that a hiding safe house in which Naruto can reside. Hiding away from the praying eyes. He wants to be alone. Alone where he can live freely. And I'm going to be moving him to that coordinates. An abandoned village for more than 1,000 years ago, only the sage could enter. These are the hand seals, Mito. Lead your parents here and remember those, because they will be crucial and important. I will guide Naruto there. Naruto will reside there and you can meet him whenever you wish to. As that is what happened, as Kyuubi telling Naruto to leave arrived at the village of the sage where all of the history of the shinobi world was connected. As Mito, on the other hand, informed her parents, as the parents were livid, and in the, well, favor of a vacation, they went there. And after arriving there, Mito did the hand seals and arrived inside. And there, at the entrance, they found a nervous Naruto who covered himself with a cloak. As Kushina, trembling hands, reached to her son as Naruto stopped him. Don't. I am a monster, as everyone calls me. As Mito took down to see that her son had the scales of Isubu, some resemblance to both Isubu and Kurama, and his wild look as well, gave it away that he resembled a wild being, but it was their son who looked scared and vulnerable, fearing the ultimate rejection from his parents. But that never came. Instead, it was acceptance. A huge, heartwarming scene played out as Kushina clutched her son in a huge bear hug as she was crying, and so was Naruto, as Minato also hugged his son after such a long time, as Mito joined in as well. The family was once more reunited and together, and they vowed that they would never be separated by anyone, as they will always be together. Because to Uzumaki's and Namikaze's, family come above all. as Naruto in the end was finally able to achieve what he wanted, a true family, after all the losses and torture he had suffered. And as for Isabu, surprisingly enough, he was also able to, after a few years, reincarnate in the village, the same village that Naruto resided, and remain there for hiding purposes. Happy that his, well, successor, or predecessor now, was here. And Naruto, he was living the best life he ever wanted now. His family loved him, and he had now a talking friend. Two of them actually. Kurama, the soul of the nine tails, and Isabu, the three tails itself. While him being a hybrid Biju made him a part of the, well, Biju family as well. So they considered him their brother. As Naruto, in the end, was ultimately happy. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story off, guys. I hope you liked this movie, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!